Good morning, this is Rachel live from Kalkine studio and you're watching the early trades. Now the S&P ASX 200 rose 0.4% in opening trades following a bullish end to Wednesday trading in the US as hard-hit fund manager Magellan Financial jumped 4.2% in a partial rebound from a tough week of declines. There are two IPO listings today. Black Mountain Energy at 1 p.m. Eastern Australian time. It describes itself as an oil and gas explorer, bringing North American expertise to the Australian shale revolution. Rubik's Resources at 2 p.m. will explore for copper, nickel, PGE, zinc and gold at 4 projects in Queensland and WA. Let's look at some newsmakers from today. Now, shares in Bega, the cheesemaker, fell more than 6% so far this morning, announcing a forecast increase in earnings for the financial year that could sit up to 50% higher than the 2021 financial year. Bega is expecting its earnings for the 2022 financial year to be as much as 50% better than in 2021, with demand in Australia and internationally remaining strong. The company said it expects normalised EBITDA for financial year 2022 would be between $195 million and $215 million. In financial year 2021, it was $142 million. The company says it's pleased with progress on the integration and synergy realisation of Lion Dairy and Drinks acquisition, saying the diversity of the company has been an asset through the COVID-19 pandemic. Moving on, and Corporate Travel Management's announced a $25 million share purchase plan for shareholders following its $75 million institutional capital raise. Retail investors will be able to buy up to $15,000 worth of shares at the $21 share price institutional investors paid in the $75 million placement under the terms of the purchase plan released on Thursday. The share purchase plan will be underwritten by Morgans the broker and opens today until January the 20th. Richard White's control of WiseTech will fall to 42% from 43.3% after he sold 4.3 million shares as part of a small diversification of his personal wealth. White also struck an equity swap with Macquarie Bank dated the 22nd of December to facilitate an orderly unwinding of the 4.3 million shares under Macquarie, which will take around 6 months to complete starting in 2022. And Medibank will increase premiums by an average of 3.1% in September following a 5-month delay in what will deliver $135 million in savings to customers. The premiums were set to rise on the 1st of April but will now increase on the 1st of September next year. It will mark the lowest premium increase in 21 years. NIB is contemplating deferring its scheduled health insurance premium increase next year for 3 months. The Federal Minister for Health has approved NIB's proposed annual premium increase of 2.66% for the 1st of April next year, which it says is the smallest increase in 20 years. However, that could be delayed in recognition of COVID-19 and the needs of its members. Dexus Office Partnership, in which the Real Estate Investment Trust has a 50% stake of ownership, will offload properties at 140 and 150 George Street in Parramatta in New South Wales, generating total proceeds of $154 million. The 150 George Street property spans more than 20,000 square metres in Parramatta's central business district and has become vacant in the last month following the known departure of the Commonwealth Bank. The 140 George Street property is over 2,000 square metres and the sale was the result of an unsolicited off-market offer, and settlement is expected in August 2022. Net proceeds from the sales will be used to repay debt. And poultry group Ingham's Chicken faces headwinds from the uptick in COVID-19 cases driven by the Omicron variant. But Australia's decision to live with the virus and avoid further lockdowns will help the company through the rise in cases, according to Morningstar analysts. The shares have fallen 18% from a 2021 high in September in a sell-off that Morningstar sees as overdone, reflecting worries that the company will fail to sell its chicken to restaurants, which offer a higher margin than the dominant grocery chains. Morningstar has placed a $3.70 fair value price on the shares, 8% above Wednesday's closing price. Well, that's all for now for early trades. Stay tuned to Kalkine TV. We have many more shows lined up for you. with live updates across the economy, markets and sectors. This is Rachel signing off for now.